Hello. Today is a very special day for me, and that is because I am going to start reading the chapters from a book that my daughter and I put together many years ago. I think over 25 years ago. She's now an adult and has her own family. So these stories were written from her ideas of the differences between her mother's culture, I'm an American, and her father's culture, he's Japanese. So she was observing these differences, and we made notes of them, and we made these stories, and I want to share them with you. So we call this Through the Eyes of a Child, because it's through her eyes. All right, so first, let me show you the cover of this book that one of my students made for us. I'll show you that first, and then I'll read the story. Here you go. Let's turn this around here to, okay, if I come back a little bit. All right, so there's Mom, me, my daughter, and my husband that a student drew for us. And over here is the table of contents, which you don't need to read, but just to show you that's what I'm going to read from. And the first chapter is called Mimi. So she says, "Hi, my name is Mimi, or so I am called here in Hiroshima, where I live. When I visit my Aunt Leslie in California, I'm called Sweetie or Honey. Yes, we call people we care about Sweetie and Honey. Kind of like a Chon that you use here for children. But anyway, here she says, I also have a middle name. My middle name is after my mom, and my mom's middle name is after her mom, which is kind of common in America. But I notice here in Japan, my friends have two names. My friends also have very black hair, and they say that my hair is pretty because it's brown. It doesn't lay straight like my Japanese friend's hair lays, but it's slightly wavy. I really don't know why my hair is brown. My father's is black, and he was born here in Hiroshima, where most of my friends have black hair. My mom's hair is called red in English, but it surely doesn't look like any of my red crayons. Yeah, it's called red back then. Right now, my hair is not exactly red, but I do have some pictures to show you, so as proof. Anyway, here we go. Today, we went shopping with our friend, and she took me to a different kind of toilet. At home, I climb up on the seat to sit, but today I stood over a little hole in the floor. It was so interesting to squat down low and see the water closely and to get to watch what happened. My mom was relieved to see that the building also had a toilet like ours at home where she could sit down. She said that when she was younger and didn't weigh so much, she could use the floor toilets without too much trouble. Now she was too far out of shape to bend down like that. My mom can't sit easily at a restaurant either without a chair. Sometimes when we go to the restaurants where you sit on the floor at a table and grill meat over little fires, she has to sit against the wall for support, and no one can sit across from her because her legs are out straight under the table. So, actually, my dad said, "Why don't you just go on a diet, honey?" Yeah, right, that's a husband for you, right? Why don't you just go on a diet? Well, why don't you be quiet? That's what I say. Anyway, you know, there are lots of differences between my daddy and my mommy. They don't look something alike, and they speak different languages. They like different foods and have some very different ideas about things. I am learning about both ways and ideas, and I want to share them with you. There are lots of things that are the same, too. But my daddy doesn't hug and kiss me near as much as my mom does. I know he loves me just the same, though. I hope you've enjoyed this little story today, and I have many more that I'd like to share with you. But bye for now, and mata ne. She said mata ne. See you again. So that's my first chapter, and thank you so much. We'll be doing another chapter soon. Bye-bye.